Hey everyone, Andrea from Waste Consultants here. Today we're going to talk about whether you should conduct a basic waste review. So in the next few slides, we've distilled our audit process into just a few easy to follow steps that you can use to find savings at one or more of the locations in your portfolio. So let's go over when and how you should conduct a review. But first, find out for sure if you're overspending. Take that quiz. So there's a quiz that I've linked to just below here. If you pause this video and scroll down, you can take it. It'll take just a couple minutes of your time. So in this slideshare, we'll be covering what a waste review is, how companies are overspending, and we're going to talk about periodic reviews, savings, and recommendations. So how many of the items in the list below has happened at one of your locations in the past 6 months? Your hauler repeatedly misses pickups. Hauler prices rise more than twice a year. Your hauler is impossible to get a hold of. These are all signs that something is wrong. Sure, you can keep going with the status quo, but at what cost? Consider all the costs involved, emotional and time, as well as financial. Does your staff like spending 45 minutes on hold to resolve a disposal issue? Can you afford price hikes over the term of your current contract? Is it worth it to continue having these problems or ones like them? Complete an audit if you want to save. To complete a review, you'll need to know what to evaluate, you need to assemble a team, and you'll need to create a timeline for completion. So we'll show you how to do each of these in the steps below. Thoroughly evaluate every aspect of your waste processes. You can't fix problems you don't know about, right? So to make sure no savings opportunity is missed, you'll want to do this basic audit as part of the larger waste review process. For those who want to do a basic waste audit, we've outlined a simple yet effective audit in the next few slides. This audit evaluates two of the biggest ways most companies overspend on their waste haulers: equipment and service levels. You can use the steps in the next slides to evaluate whether the service levels you're getting are really what you need. At the end of the audit, you'll know if you have an equipment problem, and you'll know if your haulers are servicing your site as often as is stipulated in your contract. There are 7 steps to a basic audit. Review your contracts. How often should your location be getting serviced? Make a list of all equipment that receives service. Take a time to conduct the audit. Try to avoid holidays, obviously. So for 4 weeks at the same time each day, you'll take pictures of the fill status of your dumpsters, toters, or compactors on all of your sites. You'll record this information in a Google Sheet that all parties can have access to and upload the pictures to a shared drive sorted by location. You'll also need to evaluate information and plan the next steps. After 4 weeks have passed, review all of the information and pictures you have for each of your location sites. If you have the invoices for that month, take a look at those as well. Those can be very telling. If your containers weren't completely full, you can consider making a few changes. Maybe you need smaller equipment. Maybe you need fewer pickups during the week. Maybe you need both. And if pickups were missed, you may need to do some follow-up work as well. Were pickups frequently missed prior to this 4-week period? Is there a solid history of this hauler just completely bagging out? In either case, this audit is going to give you the information you need to evaluate if your service levels are, in fact, what you need. If you want to go one additional step, you can also get other bids from area haulers. There is most likely another hauler near you who can provide the right service levels at the right price point. You might not be able to take advantage of it right now if you're in the middle of the contract, but it's kind of nice to know, in 2 years and 1.5 years, when your contract expires, you can get better service at better rates. This will give you another valuable piece of information as you evaluate your waste management process. Let's talk about how basic waste audits help solve waste problems. Knowing exactly what the problem is the first step to finding a solution. A basic audit gets at the heart of 2 biggest problems in most companies' waste management: equipment and service levels. Those are the big ones. By evaluating both of these in one fell swoop, you can find savings opportunities and relief from repeated hauler issues.